All right, time now is 12:11 afternoon on February 28th. Whew, there we go. We have survived the second month. Give it up. Woo, yeah. All right. So, I slept from 2:10 a.m. I went to bed at around 2:05, but I didn't immediately fall asleep. Um, but I did eventually fall asleep quite fast. And then it's all the way until 11:40. I thought I would like wake up multiple times in the middle. No, no, no. I didn't. I was just that tired. Okay? I slept for 9 hours and 30 minutes. Pretty much. And it's amazing. It's amazing. And I feel like for the last couple months I have had fewer dreams, less dreams than usual, but last night or this morning I had a dream, even though it's not super vivid. Now I'm thinking about it, it's not a lot, but I still dream nonetheless. And also, like I saw Natalie last morning, yesterday morning, this morning. Last morning I saw Natalie and I argued with her, and it was ironic because Natalie also texted me that morning, which is amazing. I hope Mary does that to me, which actually happened once. But this morning I dreamed about Leo and Pink, Nick and Kingsley. But we were not in the school, like the school location anymore. We were somewhere else, some weird dimly lit place that looks like a circus or a carnival, but it has nothing in it. I don't know. And for a split second, for the first time ever since I came to USA, I thought I was back in Hong Kong. Like I wanted to turn my body and face the pillow, but in my head I imagined myself turning my body and face the pillow in a really white, narrow world where I'm high in the bedroom, like I'm high in a high position, and I'm underneath very soft blanket, and in front of me are the windows to buildings, just like my old bedroom. And for a split second, it was very nostalgic, but only a split second. If that vision stayed any longer, I would wake up crying, probably. Wow, alright. So, again, the host wants me out a little earlier, and that is bad, but I guess not that bad, because I'm going to leave anyways in about 3 weeks. But if he wants me out earlier, I could say 2 weeks. And I have to negotiate with him or her and her because it's two hosts. Because I haven't found a place yet and I haven't packed. You have to give me 2 weeks. That's a must. So there's that. Unless he really gives me a date, and unless he tries to not let me choose which day to leave, he technically isn't kicking me out. Let me just put that out there. Um, yeah, anyways, today's going to be a very chill, relaxing day. That being said, though, I'll have to upload 4 YouTube videos. One video I've edited last night, but didn't upload because I was just too tired. And that is a college update, uh, for my second channel. And then I need to make a college update compilation today for my main channel, an album review, and a movie review collection thing, roundup. I need to watch Wild Strawberries, watch Mushoku Tensei. More importantly, I still got a little bit of college homework to do, I believe. I don't know. I'll need to check. And then I actually dreamed about having Spanish homework, and I was like, oh, man, I need to check because there are 4 classes happening at the same time, and I need to keep tabs on all 4 of them to know is there homework for every single class. Um, and then I'm going to, very importantly, I need to search for apartments. I already called once a couple days ago. I need to call more numbers. Also, Bank of America appointment. I'm going to go to the bank tomorrow to reactivate my account or something. So, there we go. That is the plan. That is definitely the plan for today. For breakfast / lunch, brunch, I'm going to have tomato omelet and garlic fried broccoli, which is amazing, nostalgic to the past because it's old, because Hong Kong food, and yeah, like it. I like it. I love it. That's the thing. All right, chopped up the garlic, chopped up the tomatoes, prepared 2 eggs. Um, I finished all the broccoli. I don't want to keep them anymore. Got the seasoning out, blanching the broccoli in a pan. Looking good. Looking good. I also put a little stem in here because stem is full of starch and nutrients as well. Hopefully the broccoli didn't turn bad. Hope that's the case. I don't know. I'm gonna eat it anyways. Alright, here we go. Garlic fried broccoli and egg and tomatoes. Looks good. Looks freaking good. Let's try the broccoli first. I'm tasting a little aftertaste. The same aftertaste as the fridge broccoli I cooked the first time from this fridge. I think it's the overnight taste, fridge taste. But it's fine. It's still nice. It's still better than the first broccoli I cooked here because it's not mine. Okay. Eggs and tomato. All right. All right. It's good. All right, interesting developments. It's 1:50 p.m. right now. I spoke to a counselor on the phone. Yes, I did. I went to a college website, transfer, center, counseling, went to QLess, typed in my name, my phone number, called, and then a couple minutes later, somebody picked up and I asked her, it's a woman, I asked her all these questions like, okay, I'm a film major, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so long story short, apparently I don't have to complete GE. According to her, she said, if I want to transfer to UCLA and USC, I don't actually have to complete all the GE. I only need to complete English 2, a math course, and 4 other. And that's all I need. What? I've never heard this before. And then, also, if I want to apply to UCLA and USC, there is no too late. Or actually there is, but the application dates for UCLA and USC are actually very different. So you can only apply to them at different times. And there's still a lot of questions like how do I apply? Like what are some of the courses I need to take? Blah 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 blah. And I could find them all out in workshops. There are workshops apparently. And I mean, I know there are workshops, but I didn't know it's, about transfer. So I'm going to take some of those workshops and do more research and look at the deadlines. And maybe I can also ask questions to UCLA and USC and I'll work something out. So this means, so apparently USC application deadline is February 15th. And right now it's February 28th. So I'm like a couple weeks late. RIP. But, it's different for UCLA. And UCLA is fall, and so I may still have to wait. But yeah, and then for minoring in film, I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but my college is not the one to talk to about. It is UCLA to talk to about this minor thing. So there's that. Kind of complicated, kind of messy. Don't know if I have to take a third year or not. No idea. You know, it is what it is. All right, updates. Time now is 4:50 p.m. Oh my god, I just hit 20-minute phone call with mom and then a 10-minute phone call with my mom's friend D. So, I called my mom, and according to my mom, the person who who is responsible in the ISP woman, she said that Mr. C, my host right now, wants me to leave sooner because the baby is due earlier, which is last night, as I've said last night, the first case, which is the best case. I have to leave not because I pissed them off or because they bugged me or anything, but because the baby is going to be born sooner, so I have to leave sooner. Which is still a bad thing. I would love to stay longer, but rip. And it is illegit, so we don't know the real reasons. I mean, for sure, maybe the baby really does, really would be born earlier, but maybe they're also using this as a bit of an excuse to get me out because they hate me or something. I don't know. But, yeah. Bit scary. But, good to know that it is allegedly the first case. Second of all, my mom talked to me about the bank account thing, and my mom spoke to her friend D, who has helped me several times, including the time I had to move. And D said he wanted to help me fix the bank account thing, the situation. So I called D, and he said he wanted to help me with the bank account thing. And that is until he received the check, because my mailing address now is changed to his house because I don't trust anyone anymore. So my Bank of America checkbook will show up at his house all the way across LA. He's going to bring it to me, and then afterwards, only then, we will go into a physical Bank of America shop and go in there and speak to the people and figure this situation out. So there's that. And also about the whole March 5th Batman thing, I'll talk about it a little bit later. So complicated. Alright, so time now is 10:49 p.m. on February 28th. I just filmed myself talking for like 5 minutes and my phone suddenly crashed and shut down because why not? So now I have to talk everything I've just talked about all over again. Yay, I love my life. So, about 2 hours ago, I finally finished eating dinner, and the dinner today is actually way better than before, than yesterday and last night. The dinner is, whole bowl of Caesar salad, a burger patty, which you and I both know is frozen. What the fuck is going on? Okay. And then on top of that, mac and cheese, which you and I both know came out of a box, but it's still, it's not gourmet or anything, but, it's still like better than before. And then it is onion rings and french fries, which is actually bought. They didn't make it, it was bought, and I know that because I saw the package. But still, at least this is way more than before, and at least I feel more full than before in terms of the food they make. So at least there's that. And it's a good thing because earlier today I learned that they didn't kick me out or anything allegedly because they hate me because I'm Asian, yellow skinned people, bitchy. But because their grandchild is going to be born soon and they need to get me out. So at least there's that. But yeah, anyways, from 9 p.m. to now, which is nearly 11, I have been in a fiery, intense texting extravaganza between me and my mom, between me and my mom's friend D, and between me and Mrs. Chan, aka my grandma's friend. And because I had to look for a new place to live in. Now, okay, this is going to be complicated. Whew, I need to say this all over again. A couple weeks ago, I emailed the college asking for a housing list. They emailed me back giving me the housing list. I didn't ask them for a housing list. I asked them what to do, and they gave me this housing list. I sent this housing list to my mom. My mom gave it back to me after picking a select few. But, however, my mom's choices are limited. She only picked 6, and all of her choices are in Santa Monica. And the thing is, I would prefer the fact that there is air conditioning, good Wi-Fi, there's a bedroom, private bathroom, over the fact that I live near the SMC, which means that I would rather have good Wi-Fi and air conditioning than even if I live far away from my college, slightly far away, only slightly. It's fine if I take a bus to school every day. It's totally, absolutely fine. So, anyways, I went to that list, my mom's edited list, and I called the numbers. None of them picked up. None. Zero. So I went to the original list that the college gave me and looked at it, and after a lot of scrolling and checking, there were a couple names that I thought I could call. I called, and someone picked up. A woman with a European accent picked up, and I said my piece, hi, I'm Enoch Lai, I'm an international student, I'm studying in this college, blah, 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 blah. I had it rehearsed already. And she said, oh, I'm sorry, the house is already rented. Oh, by the way, she didn't say that. She asked me, because I said I'm an international student, and she's like, oh, where are you from? And I said, oh, I'm from Hong Kong. And she's like, wow, your English is very good. And I'm like, oh, thank you. And this is the third time someone has said this to me, I think, where they're like, wow, I can't believe that someone like you from Hong Kong would speak English this fluently, which is true. It's a rare phenomenon, but I guess people like me exist. I'm fucking insane, I know. And then I called another woman on the list, and she also picked up, which is amazing, but she is less nice. She said, oh, I'm sorry, the house is rented to someone. So I'm like, okay, thank you. All right. Now, my mom's friend D has sent me a few links from Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace, and mostly also houses from Santa Monica, and I messaged a couple of those people. But here's the thing, not only are those houses slightly more expensive, which I don't mind at this point, I don't mind that already, but the main issue is that a lot of these places, and including studios, have no furniture. So I'm gonna have to buy a bed, buy a table, buy a fridge, buy a closet, buy a fucking whatever. And not only is that really money wasting and time and effort wasting, but also if I move, then what the fuck do I do with these furnitures? Do I just throw them away? Logically, I bring them with me. But if I move, I want to move into a UCLA dorm or a USC dorm or some kind of dorm. And if so, a bed probably already exists. Then what do I do with these fucking beds and tables? Do I just toss them into the sea? I don't know, but no furniture is a huge issue, and I would not like that. And again, in the original college list that the college gave me, in the original housing list that the college gave me, literally 80% of all the apartments available are shared bathrooms, and I don't like that. And half the list is female only, so fuck. I have no choice. Alright, time now is 12:12 after midnight. I'm extremely late. I planned to watch Mushoku Tensei at 11, but obviously I can't because time moves faster in USA or something. So I just edited my college update video, and I have to re-edit my movie roundup video because the Reservoir Dog trailer is banned. Because I can't use it, because I can't watch the video on portable devices or something. I don't fucking know, leave me alone. Alright, I'm just gonna be quick here. I'm gonna end off today right here. I'm gonna say that today is, I wouldn't say it's that bad of a day. I mean, I just edited my college update video. Everything that happened between, January 16th to 18th, and I would say that my life now is definitely better than a month ago. But yeah, it is what it is. Fuck. I'd say today is quite productive. But it could be better, you know. I as you all know, I write a schedule every single day. I write down what I want to do every single day. And for the last few days, every single day I write Liu Zai, as in, if I have free time, I'm gonna read Liu Zai, the book. But I never get to do that because I'm always freaking busy. So, rip. Um, yeah, I can't even do college homework. Shit. There are 2 weeks worth of chemistry lectures that I have completely not seen at all. And I'm sure there are film homework, but for some reason I don't see any film class homework on Canvas, which is a good thing. That means less workload. That's good. Oh shit. Is there Spanish homework? If there is Spanish homework and I've missed it, that would be bad. I hope that's not the case. That's stupid because earlier this morning there is Spanish homework. It's every Monday and Friday. Shit. And my cumulative... Fuck. My cumulative went from 90 to 96, 98% to 76. Fuck. And I dreamt about this too. So, okay, I'm gonna immediately finish this homework in like half an hour, even though it predicted that I would finish it in 2 hours and 31 minutes. I'm just gonna speed through it, and then I'm gonna watch Mushoku Tensei, and then I'm gonna go to bed. Jesus Christ! It's so unpredictable. And I still got 2 weeks worth of chemistry lectures. But, yeah. Fuck! Oh, everything, man. But yeah, I've done several things today, which is a good thing. Like, I finished up all my broccoli, I finished up all my tomato. That one tomato, I finished it. By finishing it, I mean I ate it whole. Like, I just, I didn't start it or anything. I mean, I did start eating it, but like, once I eat it, I eat it. I can't like stop halfway. I finished all my chocolate milk finally, which is great. I like the chocolate milk. I enjoy it. I do. Um, and yeah, here's the thing, man. I called the counselor today, and that's cool and all, but I'm still a little bit confused. Because I don't want to take a third year because it seems like a waste of time. And it is interesting that if I do take the third year, my fingers are so oily. It's unbelievable. It is interesting that if I do take a third year in my college, I would be able to take courses like political science and all that interesting stuff. But actually, come to think of it, if I go to film school in like UCLA or something, doesn't that mean I would also have the chance to take courses like this? So, and wouldn't I have even more of a chance to take courses like this if UCLA is my final educational institution? I have no obligation to take specific courses for specific plans, like I am right now in college. So, honestly, if I don't take a third year, it wouldn't be that much of an impact. Like, if I want to take archaeology courses, I can just take it in the university instead. Like, why bother in this college? Um, I don't know, man. I don't freaking know. But yeah, after the call with the counselor today, I can just leave my college now. Except I can't because I've already missed the university application deadlines, which is very freaking sad. But yeah, I think that means that I have to take a third year. It's inevitable at this point. I'll see what I can do. Um, anyways, so there's the transfer stuff and there's the apartment stuff where I have to look for a new place to live in. So there's one person who's available, that's good. And I sent 2 Facebook messages to other 2 people, and I'm waiting for their response. So definitely waiting on that. And Yeah, still no concrete answer. And then there's the short film festival thing. I already stopped caring, but I have to start caring once I get this whole transfer thing and this whole apartment thing over with. Bank account thing, again, nothing concrete, but D said once he receives my checkbook, he's going to talk with me and find a time where both of us are available and we're going to visit a Bank of America shop together. So, again, nothing concrete is done today. Nothing concrete. But at least I've progressed in terms of course of things in life. As in, I know more about things now, slightly. I'm gonna do this Spanish homework, lightning speed, and I'm gonna go to bed. I may not even watch 4 episodes of Mushoku Tensei because sleeping is more important. I'd rather postpone it again. I just did like a couple exercises in my Spanish homework. Turns out, no matter what I do, I get 0 points anyways because I'm late. It's fine. I don't even care anymore. Besides, if I get like really high score in the exams, I can still get an A. I can still pull it off. I mean, come on, it's America. Everything's easier here. All right. Time now is 11:14 a.m. in the morning on March 1st. We have made it to March. I've survived 2 months here. So, yeah, a couple of things. I went to bed at 2:30. I wish I could do it earlier, but I can't. Okay, JT's asking me something. Hold on. All right. So, yeah, that is about 2:30 to 11. That is 8.5 hours. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I had a good sleep. I didn't really wake up many times in the middle of the night. It was actually a pretty smooth sleep. And I felt really sleepy for some reason. Like, even though I already slept a lot yesterday. Man, my black eye circles are pretty intense. So, yeah, anyways, yesterday I was gonna be like, wow, it's gonna be chill, but nope, no chill. And earlier this morning, the first thing after I do, I wake up, I check my phone. And guess what? We have a date, boys. We have a date. We have a date, boys. We have a date. March 6th. The host is kicking me out by March 6th. He is telling me to get out of the house by March 6th. So, yes, I'm being kicked out again. This time, allegedly, not because the host hates me, but because the child is about to be born. And I can't blame him. Kids can be a little unpredictable. You know what I mean. But yeah, March 6th, which is absolutely fucking insane. Because how do I find a place this fast? Okay, so yesterday I called some phone numbers, and the only 2 people who picked up the phone told me that their apartments are rented already. So now we have Bernie from SM, aka Santa Monica, the only person who picked up and said it's still available. That's the only person. Aside from that, I tried looking at Zillow and Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace. But Craigslist, the interface is literally impossible to read because the design is so fucking bad. And then we have Zillow, where there are a lot of expensive places, a lot of studios where there are no furnitures whatsoever. And then there are Facebook Marketplace, which is the one that I'm looking at right now. And D, my mom's friend D, sent me a few links to Facebook Marketplace, and I have messaged them on Facebook, but I haven't received anything yet. So, so far, still one only. And before, like, actually moving, I have to actually visit those places and also pack. Another issue is that I have classes. It doesn't mean I have all the time in the world to make phone calls. This is bad. This is actually bad. This could be even worse than last time I had to move, because last time I had to move, I could just tell the homestay, the ISP people, like, yo, I need a new place, yo, and then they're just gonna get me a new address. Simple as that. But now I'm literally gonna be homeless by March 6th, and I have to figure out a home by myself. I'm only 19 years old, and I've only started living in LA for 2 months. Why the fuck would you want me to perform acrobatics like this? What's gonna happen in the third month or the fourth month? Do I have to deal with drug dealers and soul world hunger then? Like what the fuck do you want me to do, world? This is enough. This is enough. So I hate to get emotional and all ranty in the morning, but I'm in the mood for that. I will rant every single day, every single minute, every single hour, every single week, every single year. As long as I'm in LA and as long as shit is being thrown in my face and shoved in my throat every single fucking second, I will rant. Next what? Then what? My mom told me to download an Airbnb app in case I really can't find a place. At least I could immediately join into an Airbnb, which is a good strategy, but A, it's expensive. B, if I get into an Airbnb first, then this means I will have to move twice. And I ain't doing that because that's literally hell. Moving hell. Alright, let's talk about what I'm going to do today. So I missed a bunch of Spanish homework yesterday and absolutely screwed up. Rip. But anyways, today I'm pretty sure there ain't any college homework. I don't know. I need to check. So I'm gonna check if there's college homework. I'm gonna fucking check. Then there's college Spanish class. That's very much true. And then I need to watch 3 episodes of Mushoku Tensei because I only watched one last night and then I went to bed. I'm gonna watch Chinatown tonight. I'm gonna continue my apartment search. And that is priority number 1. Bank account, transfer stuff, I'm gonna put that to a side temporarily. And then I'm gonna film a meme video. That's all. That is all, baby. Fuck. I haven't even figured out what to eat for breakfast and lunch. I know that breakfast I would like to eat this sweet potato pie, which turns out it's not even sweet potato pie. It's a pumpkin pie, as it turns out. Mandela effect. When I picked it up, it says sweet potato pie. But the name has changed. All of a sudden, it's a pumpkin pie. But still, whatever. Looks appetizing, I'll eat it. Lunch, I have no idea. I may have to go to the supermarket fucking again. Because I can't find any food. I mean, I have sausage and salami in the fridge. But in terms of fruits, and vegetables, the broccoli, the tomato, the apples, the oranges, I finished them all already. So I literally have nothing. Again. And theoretically, the host should provide me them, but I have no idea, man. Their fridge is like a maze. And right now, there are some Latino workers outside, which I don't mind, cleaning the house. And I'm gonna leave anyway. They don't have to clean my room anymore. Fuck. And because I have to leave by the end of this week, I need to clear all this. Even though originally I planned to, buy even more, like buy another box of ice cream, buy another pie before I leave and finish them all, because there's a Ralph's nearby, so I could buy stuff freely. God damn it. I would love to live in Sawtell though. I wake up and there's a bunch of Japanese people. Well, to be fair though, there's a Japanese woman living across me right now. Well, she's out and about right now, but West LA is like a weeb stream. I see more Japanese people than any other kind of Asian. Not only any other kinds of East Asian, but any kinds of Asians in general. Like you go to Seattle and the number 1 Asian population is Indian. Right here it's Japanese. It's a weeb's dream. I'm telling you, man, it's a weeb's dream. I could be walking around in the Santa Monica downtown and somebody from Kansai would show up. Which actually happened. Or I could be taking the bus and then the 2 women in front of me is chatting in Japanese. Which actually happened. Yeah. Alright, time now is 11:42. I've been trolled. Because I just spoke loudly about living in Sawtell and Japan people and weeb's dream, and turns out the Japanese woman is actually still there. Hope she didn't hear it. Rip, I'm stupid. I should have paid more caution because I saw that her lights are off and I thought, okay, maybe she's gone as per usual. But no, she just showed up while I was while I was ovening my pumpkin pie. She just showed up and it's like, rip, right. It's the morning. You don't have to turn on the lights in order to see. Rip. Alright, but anyways, let's try this pumpkin pie. I probably should oven it a little bit longer, actually. I don't know. Here we go. Ooh. I've never tasted something like this before. It's so sweet. It tastes like pumpkin. It truly does. It has bits of cinnamon, pumpkin spice, I think. It's very sweet and it's kind of nice, actually. Yeah, kind of nice. I like this more than apple pie. Alright, let's cook lunch. I just had a 1-hour WhatsApp FaceTime call with Potter. And originally I was reluctant about it, but you know what? It's whatever. And he's nice. We had a good chat, and it went on for 1 hour. Now I'm gonna cook myself lunch. And then I'm gonna film a meme video probably. I'm not even in the mood to. And there's a tomato in the fridge, which is nice, and I smuggled it into my room. But what I found is something even better. Roman lettuce. So I'm gonna make myself some salad, if possible. And then for starch, well, I have no idea. There's no bread, there's none. I think I will eat the fish biscuits that Dee gave me. Alright, quick update. Time now is 2:13. I'm eating my absolutely amazing lunch, as you can see. Had a 1-hour WhatsApp FaceTime call with Potter. It was good because I was originally kind of hesitant. Like, what if he keeps on saying, life lessons and stuff like that. But, it was pleasant. I said whatever I wanted to say and we chatted. But it was more than thought. And I originally wanted to make my meme video, but I'm honestly not in the mood at all. Okay, made lunch, came back, and then made some phone calls. I called 4 people. 3 people on my mom's list and 1 people on the college list, on the original college list. And the first 2 picked up. The first 2 are both on my mom's list. The first one is a man named Steve, a guy. I called him and I said my piece and he said, "I'm sorry, it's rented, but I hope our paths cross in the future," which I highly doubt. There are 4 million people in LA. The second person is a woman and her name's Frances, and I said my piece and she said that there is a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment available, which is a lot. But she asked me what's my budget and I asked under $2,000, and she said, okay, I'm going to call the owner and ask if it's okay to be rented out. I'm going to call you back later. So now I'm waiting back her call back. I'm waiting for her call back. Still no news from the Facebook Marketplace, but so far so good. Yeah, I'm eating quite well actually, like way better than I thought. For some freaking reason. Like, even though it's nothing, it's just sausages and fish biscuits for starch. But it's 2 plates at least, so there's that. Quick update here. Time now is 2:20 p.m. The woman called back saying that because the manager is out of town, she can't really give me an approval, but tomorrow I can visit the place and see what's up. And then I was originally quite happy, but then she added that the place is unfurnished. There's no furniture at all. No beds, no none. She didn't say no beds. She said it's unfurnished. I can't. I need at least 3 tables first. First of all, I need at least 3 tables. And that's at least. I can't, man. But, it doesn't hurt to try and visit. So now that's 2 places. but one place is unfurnished and the other I have no idea. I hope it is furnished. You know, after speaking to Potter, so I told Potter about this housing issue, and then I just straight up ranted to him like, I got this bank account issue, I got this transfer issue, I got this, I got that, I got this, I got that, and he's like having fun with it. Like he's like, so how are you feeling? Are you feeling pain? Are you feeling suffering? And Potter's trying to push this narrative that like pain and suffering like has a purpose and stuff, which is kind of true, but like he's really like tackling at a Buddhist angle almost. And then but yeah, it's fun. And then I talked to him about the people I've met in film class. I talked about how I met this Japanese girl, and the first thing he says is like, "Oh, so you're trying to color, like you're trying to like get girls now." And I'm like, "Not really." I told him that I don't really care about social interactions as of now. I'm like a beggar. Beggars can't be choosers. So if I see someone, I'll just speak to that someone. I won't even like, I don't even care about getting girlfriends or making friends right now. I just care about housing and bank account and all that stuff. Yeah, I said, you know, I had I had a pumpkin pie this morning. It's pretty good. And he's like, what? Pie for morning? That's odd. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. It's whatever, you know. It's actually, it's vibes, you know. It's like, it has a nice feeling to it. It's just that I feel really anxious. And he's like, haha, you're very interesting in terms of how you describe your feelings. Yeah, so, I don't know. I'll finish this lunch. Yeah. All right, it's 6:29 p.m. right now. I'm gonna go for a quick final shop at Ralph's. This is a little better. I'm gonna go for a quick final shop at Ralph's, at this one at least, and I'm gonna buy not a lot of stuff because again, I'm leaving in like a week. I'm leaving in like 5 days, which is horrible, but it's true. So I'm gonna just buy an orange, a donut, and a cup noodle. And that will completely cover all the meal plans of my next week. I've already planned out all my meals. Monday, today's actually Tuesday. So I planned today, planned tomorrow, all the way until March 6th. I planned everything. I utilized all my stuff. My salami, I'm gonna finish it. Sausages, I'm gonna finish it. Pumpkin pie, I'm gonna finish it. Applejack cereal, I don't think I'll be able to finish it, but I'll try my best. Candy, I'm gonna try my best. The juice, I can't finish it. I'll bring it away. Cola, Pepsi, the small can of Pepsi, I'll finish it. All right, couple things. First of all, during the Spanish class, I tried my best to multitask while being in the class. I also tried to edit videos. And then after the break, at around 4:15-ish, turns out there's a test today. What? There's a Spanish test. But I did the test nonetheless, and it was actually easy. Because of course, it is easy. After the test, I called my mom for like half an hour. I wanted the call to be shorter because I have other stuff to do. But she kept on talking. But essentially, more updates on the whole housing issue thing. Turns out my phone number is not linked to my mom's email in Airbnb.com. Turns out it's a little bit different. A little bit, because my mom's not even sure. So my mom said she didn't even use my phone number for the Airbnb. So I'm like, that's weird. So I checked Airbnb.com again, and turns out I'm logged in and I'm totally fine.
You took me to talk, I actually.
So she told me, okay, you go find an Airbnb first. And right now I got 2 possible apartments. One of them is unfurnished, which means I'm not going to get into it now. Which means I don't even want to get into it. I hate unfurnished houses. I really hate them with a passion. I really do. And I'm looking into Airbnb. I think Airbnb is better than houses actually, even though Airbnb I have to move like every 2 months, but I can probably negotiate. And I don't know if if it's a rental house or if it's a rented apartment, then there might be like issues, but then again, Airbnb also has its issues. So there are pros and cons to both Airbnb and rented houses and apartments. Yeah, essentially there's that. Also, apparently I need a bank statement in order to rent a house or apartment. So I need to call my bank tomorrow morning. And that is basically the update so far. Got an orange. Look at all these. Oh my god. Okay, that was quick. 2 donuts for $1. That's a bargain. That is a huge bargain. Total $4.87, including an orange and a big cup noodle. And emphasis on big. I mean, it's not huge, but it's bigger than the last one I got, so I could eat that as lunch, which is not that bad, I guess. Alright. Excited about this. Tomorrow afternoon, 2 donuts. I hope it isn't too spicy, but even if it is, I'll have to eat it. Finally, orange. I can't find Sunkissed. I can only find Navel. I don't know why. Bag, pretty much gonna be thrown away. That's all. Alright, time now is 9:19 p.m. Yeah, Leo's texting me on Instagram. I don't know what to do, man. Went to the supermarket and bought some stuff. I bought it's $4.87, which is not bad. $4.87 is about 38 Hong Kong dollars, which is about a meal's worth, maybe even less than a meal's worth. But what I bought, an orange, a cup noodle, and 2 donuts, is I think 2 meals worth, so it's actually really, really freaking worth it. And it's actually quite nice. But yeah, I'm honestly feeling stressed right now, even though I don't act like it. I feel like my mind is filtering my emotions right now. Like, I'm supposed to feel super anxious, so I try my best to feel relaxed. When I definitely am not, given that I'm going to be homeless in 6 days. So then there's dinner. Now, when I purposefully went to the supermarket at 6:30 because I thought by the time I get back home it'll be 7:15 and then dinner will be ready. Turns out dinner won't be ready until 8. So I just sat in the living room for a while. So I sat in the living room and finally dinner is served. And it is fish, not salmon, another kind of fish, with bits of pickled stuff on it. And then it is a slice of cornbread, because of course they love cornbread. And I even asked the host, Mr. C, and he's like, oh, it's cornbread. And then it is beans fried with nothing but oil, salt, and pepper. And then some small potatoes, which is also fried with nothing but oil, salt, and pepper. And it's actually not that bad. Mr. C even said, you got lucky today. You have fish. And it appears that Mr. C doesn't hate me, at least on the surface, because during dinner, for like about 10 minutes, he sat at the table too. And he even asked me, like, how close is Russia to China? And I said, oh, Russia's right up north. And he's like, oh, so did you see what's going on? And I said, yeah. And I didn't talk much afterwards. And then soon he just left. And I said, Russia won't attack China. And he's like, yeah, I know, because they're friends. And I said, yeah. In terms of Chinese politics, I definitely know more than he does. But yeah, and then he just left. He's like, I don't know what he's thinking, but he just left. So yeah, there's that. So right now, okay, so people are expressing their support for me again on Instagram, on social media. Not really. My mom's expressing her support. My aunt spoke to me a bit, as in the second aunt who's in Seattle right now. Because I spoke to Pink a little earlier. Pink told Leo about my predicament, and Leo spoke to me. I spoke to Cedric a little bit, which is very nice because it's been nearly 8 years since I've known Cedric. 8. Yeah. Wow, that is like nearly half my life. That's not half my life yet. I'm 19, but still, wow. Um, yeah. So um, yeah. So what I'm gonna do now is I actually made a small list of every possible thing I could find. The list that the college gave me, Airbnb, which seems to be the optimal option right now, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, Zillow, and also my host. I actually spoke to the host, Mr. C, about it a little bit. Mr. C said, "Oh, did the ISP call you about the?" And I said, "Yeah." And I asked, "Do I have to leave by March 6th?" And he said, "Well, preferably as soon as possible because we got a lot of stuff to do with the room." And I said, "Because I still haven't found a place." And he said, "So you haven't looked at any places at all?" And I said, "No, I've looked. Obviously, I have looked for hours, okay? I have put in my best." But, yeah. So, there are pros and cons to everything. The list that the college gave me is outdated. Shared bathrooms, female only, but it's cheap. But there might be roommate issues and all that, like the first host. Airbnb is nice, but I may have to move very soon, and it's expensive. Facebook Marketplace is nice, but then again, is there a due date? Like, does it end? And also, the Facebook people, the 2 people I've messaged, still haven't responded. Craigslist is a mess, and Zillow is too expensive, and a lot of the houses are unfurnished. Now, one thing I know for sure is that in terms of packing, yes, it is incredibly annoying, but at least I could use my own video as reference. I could just look at the college update video I made in January before I left the old house, and just use that as reference to how I should pack. That's a good thing. At least I have a guide now. But still, I hate moving, and I would not want to move again. So my plan now, I have no idea. I'm gonna call the more numbers. Actually, it's just a one number. I'm gonna call again to see if someone picks up. And this number is to a house where there's a Japanese roommate, which is bad. I don't want roommates. I want loneliness. That's my thing. But you know what? If it's Japanese and if it's foreign, maybe culturally we can still fit together. Doesn't matter if it's a boy or a girl. Yeah. Either way. Either way, it's probably gonna be like, So, yeah, when I came back home after the supermarket, the Japanese woman is like just left a car and just walked behind me. So I opened the door for her. So I'm gonna call one number, but most importantly, I'm gonna look for Airbnb, and it appears that the Airbnb is the only thing available. But if possible, I'm gonna call Bernie on the list again, and tell him that I'm visiting, really setting my foot in, because right now the most obvious and plausible choice, right now the most concrete thing I have, is Bernie's apartment. The first name from college list, from the list that the college gave me. And my biggest fear right now is that maybe he has already rented this apartment out. And if that's the case, it's going to be an absolute tragedy. So I need to call again as soon as possible and tell him when am I going to visit. But before I decide when am I going to visit, or before I visit, I would like to know as many possible houses to visit as possible. Now, for Airbnbs, I don't need to visit. I don't need to. But for, say, Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist and all that, and also the host recommended me extended stay, which I don't know if it's helpful or not, but I need to visit. So I need to come up with a list of addresses and names, and I need to tell Mrs. Chan, my grandma's friend, and D, my mom's friend, and maybe either one of them can help me. So there was that. Alright, quick update here. Time now is 10:10 p.m. So I just called Bernie, first name on the list, in the list that the college gave me, and he said that and it pretty much hinges on this. Even though I've never even seen the apartment, I don't care anymore. I need a shelter. I need a place to stay. Okay, I need to sleep, eat, and survive as a human being. And I just called him, and he said that the apartment. I said if it's okay if I visit on Friday, and he said it's another person will be visiting the apartment, and the apartment may be rented to that person if that person rents it first. And so I said, well, I have some classes on Wednesday and Thursday, so can I visit on Saturday? And he said, yeah, sure, you just need to call me. So, I don't know, it's a race between the both of us, and now I'm thinking, not all hope is lost. As long as I'm faster than the other guy, then I may be able to get the apartment. But here's the thing, I have classes tomorrow and Thursday, and then quick update here, it's 10:21. Oh my god. Bam 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 bam. Alright, so more updates. I'm speaking to my mom, I'm speaking to Mrs. Chan, and I'm speaking to D. And at first it's like, okay, I'm gonna visit Saturday then. I told D, and D is like, okay, I'm sorry I'm not free on Saturday. I told Mrs. Chan, and Mrs. Chan's like, okay, Saturday, give me the address. And I said, I don't know the address. And then I talked to my mom, and mom's like, okay, how about on Thursday? And I'm like, oh yeah, Thursday I can too, except Thursday afternoon I have Spanish class. But what if I pull a trick? I pull a magic trick. And the magic trick is that I'm going to go out of this house, go visit the rented apartment, and then come back home and take the Spanish class. What if I do that? So let's do that then. So I told D, how about Thursday morning? D said, yes, that's okay. I'm available after 10 a.m. I told Mrs. Chan, and Mrs. Chan said, no, I'm not okay. So it's fine, whatever. I'm going with or without Mrs. Chan. So now there's that. Okay, as far as Airbnb goes, this one is probably the best one I could never find. First of all, $1,300, that's a bargain. That's good. Second of all, look here. Hair dryer, hot water, that's good. Washer, dryer, that's good. Essentials, that's good. I may need blankets, but you know what? Not that expensive. I can manage. TV, hey, that's interesting. Aircon, that is a rare find. That is a rare find. And then Wi-Fi, good. Kitchen, yes. I don't know if there's microwave or oven, but again, I can just buy one. As long as I don't need to buy tables. Most importantly, long-term stay allowed. Okay. Location. Sawtell, Northeast. Hey, that's close to college. Yes. Okay, looking good. Reserve. Oh shit. 1,300 is just the accommodation. There's still more. Okay, you know what? 1,600. It's a bargain. It's fine. I can do it. Can I do this? Oh my god, I need to pay first? There's there are so many other options, but a lot of them are just not good enough. Like this one, for example. God damn it. Like this one, for example, $2,010. Okay. Let's see what this place offers. Hot water, that's nice. Wow, lots of stuff. Essential hanger, bed linens, that is amazing. Wi-Fi, and oh god damn it. And no kitchen. What? No air conditioning? Okay, that's bad. No TV, that's fine, but preferred. Okay, so not good. And then the location. I mean, yeah, it's kind of close, but all right. Let's see the next one. And no air conditioning. Rip. Also, according to my mom, this place is kind of messy, even though it's nice. 1,660. And location a little bit far away, but you know what? I can manage. All right, let's see this. Okay. No air conditioning, no TV. Frick. And then oh, really nice kitchen. Got the microwave, got the fridge. But yeah. Oh, very nice. Nice. However, this is Venice, and it's kind of far away, unfortunately. All the way from this to this area, hell no. But you know, I can consider it. And then you also have to look at the rules. Okay, this seems fine. Okay, co-living, already not good. This, very cheap and affordable. But location-wise, I mean, it's fine. Most importantly, no air conditioner. But you know, this is actually fine. Oh, no hot water. It doesn't say hot water. God damn it. Alright. Hey, there is there aircon? Oh my god, there is. That's cool. 2,077. That's kind of expensive. And let's see how far away this is. Yup, that is extremely far away. There's no way in hell am I living there, in that place. No way in hell. Alright, let's see this. Oh my god, no TV, no air conditioning, no shampoo, yada 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 yada. And also, according to my mom, this is a little bit too girly, but it is affordable. And let's see how far away this is. Somewhat far away. Somewhat. Yeah, this is the one that I like. And this one, according to my mom, is a little bit too messy, a little bit expensive. Is there aircon? There is aircon, which is amazing, by the way. But also children's books and toys, which is a bit weird. And no Wi-Fi. That's amazing. No way in hell am I living here. According to my mom, this is a mess. But yeah, 16. I've already showed this, didn't I? Alright, so yeah, this concludes today. I realized that even though I try my best to film as much of these as less as possible, I just can't help myself because too much is happening, especially as of now, because I'm in a rush. Yeah, so let me talk about my feelings because that's important too. I don't know, man. This place is literally hell. Like aside from the first half of February, which is relatively peaceful and pretty much every single day I've been in LA is a battle. It's I've never truly had a day of rest. I've never had a day of relaxation. I've never truly felt peaceful. Every single day is a battle. There are always new issues, always new problems, always things. It's like being suffocated. It's like being burnt constantly, like I'm in hell. It could have been worse, I do know that, but it also could be way better. And it's just baffling to me that not even 2 months have gone by, or exactly 2 months have gone by, and I'm already have to be facing issues like this, like finding a new place without anybody's help, Like a couple weeks ago, I already had to face the issue of providing myself food without anybody's help, other than a kitchen and a credit card and a supermarket nearby. I need to cook myself food. I need to figure out meal plans. And then soon, I have to figure out housing now, shelter now. I'm getting down to basics. Surviving in this city, especially a hostel, such a hostile and horrifying, disgusting place like Los Angeles. Just a belly of a burning machine, a burning beast, just full of oil and palm trees and plastic. It's Jesus. Yeah, I don't know, man. If I had told myself a year ago that after I arrived in USA all this would happen, I would probably be quite shocked and be like, you know what, I'm not gonna go. Or maybe I wouldn't. Maybe I would still persevere and say, you know what, if this means I'm gonna be able to be a successful filmmaker and support Hong Kongers, then it's worth it. The end justify the means. That's what they say. I don't know. But yeah, in any case, I found the one Airbnb that I really, really freaking like. And if that Airbnb is being rented out, then I would be heartbroken. But more importantly, the house, Bernie's house. And again, there are pros and cons to either Airbnb and the rented house, but you get the idea. I don't know. I talked to Leo a little bit. Leo said he is applying to CUHK medicine. He's jumping from Hong Kong U to Chinese U, which is insane. Like, what are you doing? But he just doesn't want to wait, and he plans to study medicine for 8 years. And if he waits at HKU, it's going to take him even longer, apparently, which is horrifying. So good luck to him. Also earlier today spoke to Cedric, and Cedric said your issues are realistic, whereas my issues are unrealistic. Cedric has been living in the UK for like I think 4 years now, and for the 4th year now, and that's a long time. And he has already reached a point where he told me that he doesn't have to face issues like this anymore, but rather he wants to create problems for himself to solve. And also, he said he realized that his life purpose is to help people, but it always makes other people's lives worse, which is not true, Cedric. It's not true, man. You helped me, even though you've hurt me before, but you've also helped me. And in a good way. You didn't mess up my life, man. You made it better, in fact. So yeah, I hope Cedric has a wonderful rest of his life. I mean, if anybody deserves it, it would be Cedric, as well as Natalie, as much as I hate her and also like her. I do like Natalie. I think she's a really cool person. She's not a good person, but she's a cool person. And I do hope Natalie has success, even though I would hate to see that, but I do like to see that. You know, there are tons of amazing people I've met back in school that I just want to see one more time, you know? But that's not how life works. Thank God social media exists. I'm tired now. I'm, again, an entire hour late for my schedule. I'm gonna watch Mushoku Tensei now, and then I'm just gonna go to bed. And yeah, let's hope I survive the next day. I found the one Airbnb, and I was gonna request a book, but my mom told me to, cause I don't know how Airbnb works. I've never used Airbnb.com before. I thought I could just reserve it and be like, okay, let's hold on to it. But no, in Airbnb, once you book it, you pay. Apparently. I don't know, but my mom earlier today said you could just reserve it. But anyways, my mom told me to just hold off, so I'm gonna wait for tomorrow's phone call. And tomorrow I'm gonna call the Bernie again and told him that I'm visiting earlier. I'm in it, okay? I'm not gonna be a pacifist anymore. I'm not gonna be conformist anymore. There's a race between me and this random stranger. I'm going to win, okay? So Yeah, life is pain. Life truly is pain. Um, I hope I survive. All right, so time now is 11:21 a.m. on February March 2nd. Um, yep. Um, yeah, I went to bed quite late, a little bit later than I wanted. It's 2:40 a.m. Slept all the way until 11:40, which is actually quite nice. Not 11:40, 10:40. Um, yeah, that is about 8 hours of sleep. Looking good. The last 3 days I had very nice supple amounts of sleep. I feel really comfortable. And yeah, today actually I don't have a lot to do today. On paper, I don't have a lot to do. I have my chemistry problem solving class. I haven't even watched a single lecture from chemistry class, by the way. I'm totally fucked, but I'm gonna go to that section anyways, Zoom session anyways, and then afterwards I'm going to go to college, Film 31, which is exciting and I look forward to it very much. Um, I have a couple YouTube videos to upload. I actually want to do a live video because my next video, my next video is going to be my 1900th video. So I want to do something special, so I kind of want to do a live, but half of my viewers, not really half, but a good chunk of my viewers are from Hong Kong, and if I do live now, they're probably all asleep, so I kind of want to do it at night. I don't know, and I have to watch the movie Chinatown because I want to, and then, yeah, that's about it, and then, of course, we have the elephant in the room, the apartment search. I will continue making some phone calls and checking on Airbnbs, but so far, there's one concrete place to find in terms of renting houses, and in terms of Airbnb, there's one place that I like. Only one. The price is right, the location is right, the commodities are right. It's perfect. It's perfect, perfect, perfect. A little bit more expensive than this one, but 1600. You know what? If it means good location, air conditioning, private bathroom, I think it's a bargain. It's a deal. It's a done deal for me. It's a good Airbnb. I like it. Um, there's that. And I'm gonna put this whole bank account thing aside, even though I think I do need a bank statement of sorts when I rent a house or apartment. That would definitely complicate everything, but hopefully that isn't the case. And I will not be having breakfast or lunch, but a brunch. I will be eating the tomato that I stole, and I will be eating the 2 donuts that I bought last night. And if still hungry, I will eat a bit of Apple Jacks and a bit of ice cream. Um, and then before I arrive at the college campus today, I will find another restaurant to eat, just a snack of sorts. Why? Because I'm also going to be bringing a peanut butter energy bar there and eat during snack and call it dinner. So that is the meal plan, and I'm looking forward to meeting Pepper and the Chinese dude again. And also apparently the Chinese dude wants to film a short film on March 4th, which is a couple days later, and I'll see if I have time. But right now I'm just really like a bit nervous, perhaps. Yeah, had a good sleep though. I think I had a dream, but I forgot what kind of dream I had. Um, I don't know. I just kind of forgot, I guess. Um, but if I continue down this trajectory, I should be able to have dreams for the next week because it's usually like dreams for 1 week and then no dreams for another period of time. It comes in cycles. That's what I've observed, anyways. That's today. Okay, here we go. Just had the donuts. They are mediocre, and now I'm just gonna. I have no idea what to do with this actually. Maybe I'm just gonna eat it raw. I mean, I will eat it raw. I'm just gonna cut it up and just eat it, I guess. I have no idea. I don't know why, but raw tomatoes do not taste really well. This is why I just went to the kitchen and seared it a little bit, added some salt and pepper. It's 2:53 right now, 2:53 p.m. Ooh, sheesh. My god. Life, things, living. Ooh. God. So yeah, I ate lunch, 2 donuts, which are more mediocre than I thought it would be. It's not good. And then a tomato. I originally planned to eat it raw, right out of the fridge, cut it up, but it doesn't taste that good. The sweetness is kind of gone, and it's a little icy and frosty. So after 2 kais of tomatoes, I don't know what's the English word for that. I don't think there's an English word for kai. You know, if you cut a tomato up into 8, slice. But slice isn't even the exact word I'm looking for. Slice is different. Slice is 2D. Anyways, I seared the tomato, bit of salt and pepper, and voila, whatever. Tastes a little better, whatever. So if tonight there are no vegetables, or actually it's likely that tonight I won't even get any vegetables because I'm only going to buy a small snack thing in a restaurant. Tomato, I ate a whole tomato today, so that's that. Gotta keep my veggies in check. So anyways, the chemistry class, I didn't pay attention at all, and I think 95 or 75% of the people didn't even, because it's, a problem solving session. Turns out on Friday there isn't going to be a thing. There isn't going to be a session thing, chemistry class thing, which means that even though I'm in the midst of a very intense and nerve-wracking finding a house to live in situation, on Friday night, if possible, I can still go and watch Batman with people. I don't know. I need to decide. And then, of course, there's tomorrow night's shoot with the Chinese dude. I'm going to ask him more questions tonight and see how far away is it going to be, yada yada. Also, he used to study like Asian studies in LMU, so I can ask him about that, because on the first class we met, me and the Chinese dude, he said he's interested in how television impacts culture, which is something that I'm also kind of interested in doing, but instead of television, more like movies, in terms of period films and culturally dense films. So I and him may have some nice conversation today. I don't know. And I'm also happy to see Pepper again today and ask her more about transfer and all that jazz. Yeah. Anyways, chemistry class it's supposed to end at around 2:30, but at around 2:35 I just left. I don't care anymore. I called Bernie, the guy on the housing list, and said, "Okay, you know what? I spoke to my friend. Tomorrow I'm going to come tomorrow at around 10:30 a.m. to 11 a.m." And he said, "Sure." And he said, "No, but the apartment is for one person only." And I said, "Oh yeah, the friend is gonna just take a look with me. And I'm not familiar with the area, and he's gonna drive me there, and he's gonna take a look." And he's like, "Oh, okay." And he said, like I've said, on Friday someone's gonna be, visiting the apartment, and the thing is, I don't hold the apartment, and if you visit tomorrow morning but don't pay, and if the person visiting on Friday pays, then this means the person would have paid first. Then this means that the person would have had the apartment first. So I told him, okay, I'm going to prepare some cash tomorrow then, which means that I cannot have time to decide. If I see, and it's a good apartment, it's a good place to rent, then I have to immediately pay. There's no time to decide. And that is scary. And there's also a minor possibility that the other person will have will dislike this apartment and not pay, or maybe the other person would take some time. So I don't know, it's a gamble. It really is a gamble. Trying to find a place to live in LA is a gamble, and it's a scary, scary gamble. He also said a few things. I don't have to pay $1,600. I need to pay $2,590, 2590, for 2 months rent. Once I've rented, I need to stay for 2 months, which is more than any other place I've lived in the USA so far, which is good. Stability. I hate moving. But if I want to leave, if like some crazy shit happens, which I hope doesn't, then I can't say no because I've already paid for 2 months. And then from then on, every single month I would have to pay $12.95 for the rent, and then extra maybe $50, $60 for the gas, water, no, not water, gas, electric power, and internet. And I watch a lot of movies and listen to a lot of music, so let's bump that price up to $70. It's a bargain. It's a bargain. It really is. So that is a little bit cheaper than the house I have now, but dinner is not included. So there's that. But hey, there's that. So I don't know. For the last few hours today, I didn't do a lot. I remained having this attitude of this idle, relaxed attitude, and I feel wrong. I feel a bit guilty almost. I feel like I should be doing something more. But honestly, at this point, even though it does seem like my situation is incredibly dire right now, and in fact it is very dire, it's bad. But this is already enough. I got one rented house and one Airbnb in case the rental house fails. And both of these options are great. Now, one issue with living in Santa Monica is that everything's going to be super expensive. Like, everything in the supermarket is expensive, the restaurants are expensive, it's going to be hell. It's going to be hellish. But I got no choice. With living in the Airbnb, things would be a little cheaper, I guess. Don't know, no idea. No idea. And again, there are several things, like if there's a kitchen, if the rented house has a table or not, and not just one table, multiple tables. I want at least 3 tables. And closet. So I don't know, man. Lots of factors. Lots of factors. I don't know. But right now I'm still hanging on. And my aunt texted me a lot this morning asking me if I'm okay, how I'm feeling emotionally. And yeah, I guess I do need emotional therapy, but I can handle it myself. I'm speaking to myself right now, and it's therapeutic. And B, we need to focus on solving the problem first. So, yeah, I'm gonna leave this house in about an hour. And, yeah, I'm gonna eat some ice cream, eat some chocolate, just call it a day. And I'm gonna research what restaurants nearby is good. Okay, so I have a couple of updates. First of all, I checked the restaurants around Center for Media and Design, aside from Carl Jr.'s, and there's a cafe and there's a Tatiana's Kitchen or something like that, except both of them will close in 5 p.m. and 4 p.m. respectively, which is fucked up. So I'm left with no choice but with fast food again. And I found on the map that there's a Subway nearby, so I'm going to actually go to the Subway first, which is I think a couple stops before, and I'm gonna go there and eat first, and then I'm gonna walk there. That is the plan. The second thing I have to talk about is terrible because, okay, this rented house thing, it seems like a solved problem, right? Wrong. You fucking wrong, man. I need cash $2,590. And I don't have cash because my bank account is closed and is shut down. And I don't know what to do. If I extract cash from the ATM, it's gonna cost, especially that large sum of cash. So I asked my mom thinking that she may have some solution. I've never even used an ATM all by myself before. I'm a little anxious. So I asked my mom thinking that she has a solution. She doesn't. She told me to just wait until God knows when, and then pay in cash when I have cash, when the bank thing is done. But no, the man will literally buy the apartment, will pay the rent on Friday. He may, and if that's the case, then I'm fucked. So what's gonna happen is I don't even know what's gonna happen. I'm fucked. I'm truly fucked. Having your bank account shut down and then having to rent a place at the same time while trying not to be homeless, while being an immigrant, not a good thing. And so my mom said, well, if the man really did pay for the house before you did, well, it's God's choice. You can't do anything about it. It means that God doesn't want you the house. I don't fucking care about God. Okay? I respect Christianity, but Jesus Christ. I need the fucking rented apartment, and I don't care if God wants me to have the apartment or not. So yeah, I'm fucked. Alright, it's 4:55. I've arrived quite early and I'm gonna go to Subway and immediately buy myself a sandwich, small thing, and just, eat up, and it's whatever. I'm not even gonna buy a drink or a combo or anything. I have a water bottle in my pocket from 2 weeks ago, from last Sunday, because Jonah gave me one. So anyways, more development on the whole bank thing. Everything's falling apart. Everything is incredibly intense. I'm literally dying right now. And so the only possible solution is that I go to the Bank of America store tomorrow morning before the appointment to visit the rented apartment to get cash and hopefully talk out of this. And it turns out Bank of America opens at 9 a.m. so I have to be quick. And so in order to schedule an appointment, I need an ID and a password, except for some reason my ID and my password doesn't match the records. So I tried to recreate my ID and password, except to recreate it, I need a social security number, and I don't have social security number because I'm not a US citizen. So I said I don't have a social security number, and then afterwards it's asking for my debit card number, and so I entered my new debit card number, but except it's asking for my old debit card number because it's not matching as well. So I need to go back home because I don't have the old debit card on me, and I am right now, and I can't call BOA right now because it's already after 4 p.m. and I'm bumfuck nowhere. Actually, you know what? I can have Starbucks too. That's totally fine. See, here's the thing. I would rather have Subway than Starbucks because Subway is more filling than Starbucks, and Starbucks is usually more expensive. But here's the thing. I'm not that hungry right now because I just ate like tons of ice cream and a bit of chocolate, and I'm not really that hungry. But then I don't fucking know. What if I buy Subway and only eat half of it and then leave the other half for during break? If we have a break, that is. I have no fucking idea. Wow, 12.28. That's even more expensive than Carl's Jr. And I didn't ask for steak and cheese. I asked for Baja steak. But it's whatever. And it's foot long, so dinner sized, and I can only eat half. And I can save some for the rest of the class during break. Alright, it's 5:25. Such a fucking mess. Shouldn't have ordered a 1 foot long, or maybe I should have. Maybe it's a good idea because I need to eat dinner. But it's such a mess because I said all vegetables except for chili, and she really stuffed all the vegetables, and she couldn't even close the sandwich. So she didn't. She just wrapped it up with paper. So the next time I open it, I have to be extremely careful because otherwise it will explode with onions and pickles and tomatoes and lettuce and cucumber. Fuck. And as far as the rented apartment goes, I don't know, man. It's a double-edged sword. I need the cash tomorrow morning, but I'd rather not. I'd rather have multiple options to choose from, and I'd rather have time to decide, you know? And I may not even get the cash tomorrow morning because my bank account is shut down. I'm literally being strangled to death. This is an odd place. Oracle. Where have I heard this name before? What is this boulevard? Colorado? Colorado Street? Is this it? Time now is 10:26 p.m. Class finished. It's a good class. It's a damn good class. We learned how to set up a camera, set up a tripod. It's truly fun and entertaining, and I would have enjoyed it like 10 times more if I weren't so anxious about moving and finding a place to get in. I made several tweets in the midst of anxiety, even though in the tweets I feel hysterical. I'm actually a little bit calmer right now, even though I do recognize that I'm in an extremely terrible situation. But yeah, so far I have no other choice. I need to go to bank tomorrow morning, get cash. I'll talk more a little bit later, but you know, today's class is really great. So there's this Russian girl from the International Student Education Board team, and I think she's in my class, and I want to speak to her today, but I never got the chance. RIP. But during break, I did get the chance to. So when I arrived, I was kind of early, actually, really early. Pepper's already there, sitting at the side, outside of the classroom. So I sat beside her, spoke to her a little bit, and then I told her my predicament, and then class start. And at that point, a lot of people were sat already, so I couldn't sit beside Pepper or beside the Chinese dude. But during the break, so at the end, we kind of split apart. We split into groups. So, how did the teacher split the groups? So aside from the professor I have now, there is another professor, and that other professor is the hands-on practical professor. And he told us to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in order. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I said 3. And because of that, because Pepper's not directly beside me, but I rolled my seat towards her a little bit. So now I sit beside her, even though a little bit far away, and she said 4. And this means I will not end up in the same group as Pepper because now I'm in group 3. So fine, we pushed the chairs to the side of the classroom, and we walked to the groups. So I'm group 3, and guess what? My group is me, brown skin girl, another white girl, and then an old white woman. The same white woman who had been asking questions non-stop in the last class and this class, and is kind of, you know, the annoying one, because every classroom has the annoying one. So right off the bat, not a good class. Though the girls are really nice, the other ones. So we learned how to set up a tripod and a camera, and honestly, I learned so much. Because in Hong Kong, we don't get a lot of experience, we don't get a lot of chance to set up cameras because Hong Kong just doesn't have that much funding. So I'm learning a lot of new shit today. Anyways, break happens. I finish my Subway because I didn't finish it. I still have like 5 inches. I ate a 1 foot long, and then a little bit more, so I still have 5 inches to go. Or 4, I don't know. And during the break, I sat aside, outside the classroom, right out in the open, around a desk, and I spoke to the Chinese dude, and I initiated the conversation. Like, I told the Chinese dude my predicament, and then apparently the Chinese dude changed the short film shoot date to Sunday. And unfortunately, I can't, because on Sunday I have to move. But I and the Chinese dude to talk about like Chinese period films. I told him how much I love Chinese period films, and he's very interested too. And his Chinese, and I'm from Hong Kong, he's ethnically Chinese anyways. So he said because he's born in the East but raised in the West, he likes mixture. And so he told me he wants to make a short film roughly about French concession in Shanghai during like early 1900s or something. And I'm not familiar with that part of Chinese history. I'm familiar with Hong Kong history, don't get me wrong. You know, World War I, World War II, Hong Kong. I also really love Song Dynasty, Ming Dynasty, and all that stuff. But we can still get along, and I did. Clearly, even after he had taken Asian studies, he still doesn't know what Call to Arms is, literally the most important novel in Chinese history. I probably even know more than him. Me visiting 30 temples in Hong Kong within 6 months is probably more than his, I don't know, 4 years of Asian studies in LMU or something. But you know, we look forward to working together. And at the end, the Chinese dude said, fuck? 5 minutes, okay. At the end, the Chinese dude was like, okay, maybe this weekend, or actually next weekend, let's just hang out in a mall and we can just throw ideas, pitch ideas, and work on our second short film. And I'm like, what? You're working on a short film now and then you're working on the second one? And he's like, yeah. So that's that. I'm very excited about that. And then, yeah, again, and then I go back to class, and then there's more hands-on work. Setting up the camera, setting up the lens, the LED monitor, all that stuff. And afterwards I talked to Pepper again, and it was a really nice conversation because Pepper asked me what kind of scripts I want to write, and I have a lot to talk about. You know, I love political thriller, I love period pieces, and I also told her, she's actually literally right there. She's right there right now, sitting on the bench waiting for bus number 7. You can't see her, but she's literally right there. So I spoke to Pepper, and she's like, oh yeah, I made a short film too. She said she also wrote about politics in her essay submitted to UCLA. So that's really cool. But yeah, I told her about my dream short film and how I've rewritten it 13 times. And I realized that in terms of filmmaking, I have a lot to say to her, actually. But pretty much along the lines of that. So filmmaking is awesome. It's just that I'm in a bad situation right now. Yeah, there's that. I didn't even eat the peanut butter energy bar or the chocolate granola bar. I finished the Subway though. I'm gonna go back home and have a small can of Pepsi. A couple more things. She asked me about what kind of secondary school story it is when I talked about my dream short film script. And oh, here comes the bus. Yep. Alright, came back home. It's 11:34. Gonna be quick. So yeah, on top of that, she also asked me about because I told her about Baptist University and how I could have gone into Baptist University. And she said, well, did you? Why didn't you go? And I said, well, it's better here. And also, if I stay in Baptist University and get out of there, like, what can I do? Shoot commercials for TVB? Besides, I can't film anything in Hong Kong because of the situation right now. And she said, yeah. And I asked her, why didn't you go to BU then? She said she couldn't because her DSE results aren't that good. So there's that. And I asked, I told her that I like to write stories based on my own experience, and she's like, yeah, you know, I have this story idea about being an international student. And I'm like, yeah, you know. So that's really cool. And I asked her, like, oh, so what kind of scripts do you like writing? And then she said, oh, like Money Heist, which I kind of don't know what to say, but good for her, I guess. Okay, you know what? Let's just end it off right here. Let's just end off today. Tomorrow's plan. I'm in a terrible situation right now. Probably the worst day, or probably the worst thing that happened to me here so far. Is it the worst thing though? Is it? I mean, being the old host the last week in the old host house, that is also terrible. So I don't know. A lot of terrible shit happened to me. But right now it is definitely terrible. So tomorrow, my plan. I don't have a lot of choices now, but my plan is tomorrow I'm gonna go to Bank of America super early and seek help. That is probably gonna be the toughest part because I'm going to be alone and I will have nothing to say. Like I would have no idea what to do. So good luck to me. And then I'm going to okay, so I'm gonna go to Bank of America nearby. Actually, there's one like 5 minutes away. On my way to the bus stop to school every single day. That's the one on Manchester Avenue. And then I'm gonna go there. And if I get this sorted out, I'm gonna ask for cash, $2,590. And then afterwards, I'm gonna meet up with Dee, my mom's friend, and then we're gonna go visit the apartment. After visiting, during the visit of the apartment, I will observe and look, and if it does seem like a very good place to live in, I'll pay up. If it's not, but I want to think about it, I'll say I'll think about it. Because here's the thing. Aside from this apartment, there's also an Airbnb, and that Airbnb is golden. It is perfect. It's perfect. Fairly priced, good location, has air conditioning. I can't ask for something better. It's perfect. So even if I can't get into that one, this Airbnb, that's my backup plan. And that's also really good. So I don't know. So if I do want this apartment, but the other person gets it, then I guess I have no choice but this Airbnb. Which is bad, actually. Like, I would love to have both of these choices at once. Like, if I'm able to go to the Airbnb and visit and take a look, and then go to this rented apartment and take a look, and then weigh the options and see which one's better, and then choose, it would be great. But unfortunately, I can't do that. I see it, and I need to pay on that day, on the go. So this is why before visiting the rented apartment tomorrow, I will really have to write down a list of every single thing I need. If there are 3 tables, if there's a bed with bed sheets ready, if the kitchen is good enough, if there's a fridge, a microwave, an oven, how's the location, if there's a supermarket nearby, and I need to basically analyze my life. But yeah, I'm gonna start streaming a live stream right now. It's gonna be quick, and then afterwards I'm gonna watch the first half of Chinatown because there's no way am I gonna be able to finish it actually. And that's gonna be it, actually. Yeah. Alright. I really want to watch Batman, but that's like Saturday night. Or is that Friday night, or is that Saturday? I think that's Saturday night? I don't know. That's Saturday night, I think. 3 people are interested. 5 p.m. Yep, that's Saturday night. And that includes dinner too. Shit, I really need to think about this. I don't know. God damn it. So earlier this morning, I accidentally dropped the shower towel from here because I wanted to hang it, and it dropped down there. And it's the second time this had happened to me. So I'm like, you know what? This time is special because the last time it happened, it was late at night and I didn't have enough time to wash it and dry it. So I had to use a spare shower towel to clean myself, which I hate because I can't guarantee that it's clean. It happens again today this morning and I wanted to wash it, but guess what? There are clothes inside that washer. So I thought to myself, okay, you know what? I can wait until I do it late tonight. So after I came back home today, I actually did take out all the clothes from that washing machine, which are not washed yet, and put my shower towel in, which was dropped onto the floor. And I just left it there, and I kind of forgot about it until before I went to take a shower. I realized that I forgot to dry, and now it's still drying. It's been drying for over 20 minutes, and it's still wet as hell. So unfortunately, I must leave it here until next morning. I hope nobody steals it, and more importantly, I hope nobody touches it.